Thank you for participating in the Food4Kids Change Challenge, and thank you 4 Rivers Restaurants for matching the funds that we raised. When 4 Rivers learned that some 10-year-olds were working so hard to raise money to fight hunger, they immediately wanted to help. Food4Kids is an organization by kids and for kids to help families who are hungry right here in Central Florida. As the founder of Food4Kids Florida, my heart broke when I learned how many kids go to bed hungry. 100,000 kids in Central Florida live in poverty, and nearly 1 in 4 are experiencing food insecurity. Those numbers have to change. At Food4Kids, we may be kids, but we can make a big difference by raising awareness, raising money, and volunteering. Thank you to everyone who helped to make this Food4Kids fundraising event a success. On behalf of Food4Kids, the 4th graders of WPS, and 4 Rivers, I'm proud to present a check for $1,022.14 to Second Harvest Food Bank, an organization that has wonderful programs to help families within our community. For anyone who would like to contribute to help fight hunger in Central Florida, please visit food4kidsusa.org or foodbankcentralflorida.org. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Matthew. And on behalf of Second Harvest Food Bank and those 100,000 kids that Matthew talked about here in Central Florida, who are our neighbors, right? I know sometimes when we hear the word neighbor, we think of the people on our street or maybe that live right next door to us. But the truth is, everybody that we live with in this community is our neighbor. And when our neighbors are having a tough time, we help. That's what we do in America. That's what we do here in Central Florida. And I know 100,000 sounds like a big number of kids, but imagine, looking around at your faces, imagine 100,000 kids lined up by the side of the highway, okay, shoulder to shoulder, facing you as you drive by. It would take you more than a half an hour to pass that line of kids on the highway, driving at 70 miles an hour. That's how many people that we're talking about that are at a very high risk of going to bed hungry in Central Florida just because their family doesn't have enough money to go around and cover all of their basic needs. So what you're doing today is not only helping them get the food they need so they can go to school and work hard on their grades and have a good future, but you're helping them be better people, and you're helping the community as well, and helping the future of our community. So this is really amazing. $1,000. I want to tell you just what that will do and how much food that will provide for kids here in Central Florida. So how many of you guys go grocery shopping with mom or dad? Sometimes, right? And so you know about how big a grocery cart is, and if you pile that grocery cart over with food and go to the checkout, that's going to be about a couple $100 worth of food, right? I mean, that's about how that works. Well, at Second Harvest Food Bank, we can take this $1,000 and turn it into almost $9,000 worth of food. So I want you to think about how big that cart would have to be in order to hold $9,000 worth of food. It would take all of you to push it. Let me tell you that for sure. That's the difference that you made today. And I just want to thank Matthew and Food4Kids and everybody who had a part in making this possible, as well as our friends at 4 Rivers for kicking in and making this possible. Thank you all very, very much. It makes a great difference. I hope you feel as good about it as we do, and certainly as well as the kids do that are going to benefit from this great gift. Thank you so much. Good job.